Alright. So, Silverface T1 12-inch. Here's the assembly, coil assembly that I made. I used two of the, basically these. I walk them around, you put it down a glue bead, you cut it to, you trim it to size, and then you walk it around with clamps to hold it on there. So I got the other one done. One of the boys was offloading some foam and crushed the other ones and fucked them up, broke the cones. So this is what they look like at the end. So, and then what I do is, I did these as 2 ohm SVC, single voice coil on our 8-layer coil. Oh, if that ever happens, you can use your reamer, just kind of roll that out. Sometimes you have to ask for that when you're getting coils made. You tell them to roll the bottom. So, but one business card shim works like a champ. I like to put this spacer on it so it has a little more down travel, but you really don't want to go more than 40 or maybe 50 millimeter on the coil. We used to sell the Gonzo Dual 2 and Dual 4 in copper, and it was really great, really popular, but I'm out of these. These are I like better because they're 8-layer and they still fit in a lot of gaps. So sometimes they get all worn. Now when you're installing this, what you want to do is put down a glue bead on the lower landing, and then you put this in. Don't worry about the surround. So, but you want to make sure it's lined up correctly with the terminals coming out like that. And then what you're going to do is first you've laid the glue bead down of just CA. You want to press that in place. The shims are what keep it centered. And then you want to put a little bit of weight on that. Just leave it on the top for now. Maybe, this old mitt. And then let it sit overnight. And then in the morning, what you do is come back, take that off, and then you want to flip this up and lay down the glue bead in here, and then just tuck it in as you go. And if any of the glue spills out, just wipe it on the table like a booger. A glue booger. So, and you want to just make sure it's all down in there. And then what I do is I put a board on top. It's a piece of 1/4 inch MDF or whatever. You just put it on top. You don't have to put a lot of weight on it, but you probably want to put that guy back on there and then let it sit overnight. If you want to spray it, you can spray it. You don't need to, but and that's the drop in. I think Andres Radovini or whatever how you say his name, out of New York, I think he charges like at least $2 or $2.50 for this, which I think is just insane. But there is a lot of TLC into it, so, and he lives in New York, so his overhead is probably higher. I think I charge $165, maybe $180 for this shipped. It's a great thing. Plus, well, I don't have the 12-inch Silverface, and so then what happens, because I use this, oh yeah, so if you get the parts and you do it, you have to trim the 5 series cone like that. You can just trim it by hand, it's okay. And then this uses our Mac modular, so I can put all kinds of different dust caps in there. So that one fits. Then of course the carbon fiber. And then I got the new ones coming, the new colors. But most people just get the black poly, and so it just goes. These are fiberglass, glass fiber. I secure them with the Devil's Jizz epoxy. The poly bonds best with E6000, and then let it sit overnight or even 2 days. So, but I just wanted to show you guys this before I shipped it out. I don't know, I wanted to document it this time because I put a lot of work into the other ones and then I fucking broke them. So I'll take responsibility for it. I don't need to blame the boys. So love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Sure.